This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Great to have you with us at Dwight L. Perry Stadium in Bowling Green, Ohio, home to the Bowling Green Falcons. And the Gamecocks will boot it away to start the game. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Bowling Green Falcons offense takes the field to start this game off. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Out of the shotgun on third down. The sure hand. It's Ridley. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Trying to set up the screen. Turning it on. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Falcons are rolling down the field. The option look. The pitch. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
So you get stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. And the try is no good. After the miss, no change in the score. So South Carolina's offense has the ball for the first time. They're going to throw it to start the drive. It's complete to the right. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Lost, the defense is wide open. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Pressure coming. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And catch inside the 20. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
At the 10-yard line. First and goal, South Carolina.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. They're going to throw it on third and goal. Let's it fly. Touchdown, South Carolina. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. On the option. He'll pitch it. Look out, he's got room. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Quigley. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Bettis. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Bettis. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
And the Falcons are flying down the field. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, BG.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He is a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack see if they can do it again. The inside handoff. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Lost one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Second down, he'll throw it. Here's the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, the receiver getting a little ahead of himself on that one. You saw him calling for the ball. He thought he was wide open. He thought that was going to be an easy catch. The ball finally gets to him, and he drops it. If you're going to call for the ball like that and call your shot, you've got to secure the catch.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
No first down. That's fine. We got the completion. We had a successful play, and it sets up now a 4th down situation where, yes, I'm going for it.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Falcons with the 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football.
There he goes. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest.
Next, going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Falcons.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Got a man. It's Copeland. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
And the Falcons can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Might be changing the route. From the gun on 3rd down. Caught, close to the marker, it's Ridley. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Great job by the defense there on 4th down. I'll say this, QB sneaks are not a guaranteed play that you're going to get on offense. Everybody thinks it is. You dial it up, it's an automatic first. Not the case. That time, the defensive line was lower. They got more push, and there was just nowhere for the quarterback to go. Great job by the D.
Finds a man on the left. Oh, he's got some space. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Trying to beat the D deep. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Got a man. It's Quigley. Turns it on in midfield. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
And the Falcons will line it up on 1st and 10.
Let's go! Let's go!
On the option. Now the pitch. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
Second down coming up.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Going to swing it on second down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
The Falcons didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. On the ground, it's Jackson. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Brings up second down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Base 27, jump! Base 27.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Up two.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Splits the uprights. It's good. And now they regain the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas is trailing, but they are within striking distance. Kind of like when Major Applewhite turned a huge deficit in the 2001 Holiday Bowl into a win. Maybe today is deja vu. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Michigan. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Turning it on. The 20, the 10, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's...
There he goes to the left. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Here comes the option. Now the toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Hey, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage that are going to the running backs and to the tight ends, those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Blasted as he lets it go.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
They punted away on 4th down. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He lofts one down the sideline. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Off play action. Pulls it in. It's Copeland. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Now on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Hold, offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
He'll set up to throw. Makes the grab. It's Bettis. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target, and getting the completion.
The offense changing the play. To the air on second down. Rushes on him. Oh, it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover 2 look, so there's 2 safeties playing deep, but the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the pick.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense, and here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line. They'll go with a direct snap. Breaks the tackle.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Quarterback couldn't quite make the connection on the last play. That brings up 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Plucks it out of the air. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. He got it. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Here's the handoff. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit, when he's not scared to come up and tackle? A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you can tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. It'll be 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll start this drive at their own 48. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. Snapped it in the shotgun. Touchdown, South Carolina! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. With the catch, it's Bettis. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Falcons in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Lets it fly. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you wonder if the defense has started to figure it out finally here. In the first half, this guy has been absolutely lighting you up, and finally they get some bodies back there anticipating the QB to look his way to force an incompletion.
Caught over the middle. It's Humphreys. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. They'll immediately call timeout. The Falcons will have it 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Clay.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Fires it down the seam. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He'll try to take it back. He's inside the 40. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far there in Northwest Ohio today. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Dwight L. Perry Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Falcons will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Under fire. Finds his tight end. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Jackson. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Humphries. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Gets the back moving. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Falcons decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Wants to go up top. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his man. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way...
Going for the big play. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 20. Touchdown, Bowling Green. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame, where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. To the air on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Copeland. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work.
First down for the offense.
Finds his man in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Brings up.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry up. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Tight end getting vertical. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Quarterback making checks. On third down, he drops the throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Anytime a blitz gets home that fast, I'm going to call it a lot, okay? I'm going to use this one time and time again until they find some answers to how we got that linebacker to the quarterback that fast.
He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to him.
The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got him. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires it incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Falcons are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to get the corner. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that check play, and they'll move the chains.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
And the Falcons are marching down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Humphries. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
The Falcons kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the gun, running back gets to give. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Quarterback all over the place trying to make a play, but eventually he goes down.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
And the Falcons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quick strike complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Third down play from the gun. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Defense comes up with a play. They get the pick and take it back to the 20.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Looking for space. It's Blue. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. And the Gamecocks in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 3rd. Finds his big tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. You know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these 2 guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt teams 6 times tonight. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bettis. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it 1 play at a time.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Falcons send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Gonna look downfield again. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Got it in the middle. It's Bettis. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit. It's going to set up 3rd down.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a tight end. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
He'll ride his man on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Base 27, jump.
Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
And the Falcons getting set on 1st and 10.
Well, the good news is you got the 1st down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Falcons pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Here comes the heat. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. To the air on 2nd down. Under fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Makes the catch. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just...
Sneak gets it done. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Quarterback sneak wedging himself into the line. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback sneaks it ahead. Scores on the sneak. Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. USC went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Trojans in a statement win if there ever was one. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
The defense has had some bad stuff happen to them today. The one bright spot for them has been the pass rush. They've shown the ability to get after the opposing quarterback.
The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Going for the big play. Makes the grab on the left side. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. 3rd down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Grab near the marker. It's Warren. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Spits it out to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Blue. Touchdown Gamecocks. A great catch and run for 6.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
Bowling Green, 31.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. The deficit is large. Hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jackson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Got some room to run. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
That's